So far, we only have arrested in. There's also a email saying that the suspect was originally in a Cadillac. We're still trying to confirm the call figure.
Starting route to Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap, Junk Removal, and more.
What the heck?
Proceed to Los Vallecillos Boulevard, then turn right. At the next light, turn left.
She's advising a male was shot on his side. She's RP advising the suspect vehicle was originally a Cadillac. There's also another RP from 951 Coastal advising they opted the red vehicle leaving and advised it was also a Cadillac.
At the light, turn left onto North Las Posas Road, then turn right to merge onto CA 78 West.
Direction to travel. We'll confirm.
3173.
Hello to anybody watching the stream. We have a shooting just reported in Vista.
Going to be allowed to all of our county agencies.
This is going to be on Postal Way, the 900 block. I'm pretty sure that's a. Sorry, I'm clashing with the GPS here. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty small street.
The mother speaks
So
mother is
I have a 5-minute
at the
ETA.
location inside his room is breaking items. Has no mental diagnosis, but possibly 11.5 meth and fentanyl, possibly
It was
HPD.
reported that somebody was shot in the side.
There's 1021
It was
for the
originally
mother.
reported
Mother
as
is
a
also
shooting
in
into an
as well.
inhabited dwelling, and then came in as an assault with a deadly weapon.
But to translate,
So it sounds like the victim may have called in.
male described as a release from male 25, 59180 brown hair, named Yusef Tommy. And the mother's gonna run you outside to flag down units. Front row one. Front row.
CLS response.
Front row one, left side.
Engine 123 at 365 Taylor Street.
Station.
In 3.6 miles, take exit 7 onto Civic Center Drive.
Okay.
For anybody just tuning in, we are headed to a reported shooting in the city of Vista. We have about a 4-minute ETA. It's reported to be in the 900 block of Postal Way in Vista. I may be seeing Astria already. I'm not sure if they got here that quickly. It's reported that one person was shot in the side.
Suspects possibly driving a red Cadillac and the city address is occupied by 2-8. Gonna be on.
In 2 miles, take exit 7 onto Civic Center Drive.
Over your question.
Hello to anybody just joining. We are headed to a shooting in Vista. This is a reported shooting at this point. I don't have confirmation of a victim, but it sounded as though the victim called in and said he was shot in the side. Originally came in as a shooting into an inhabited dwelling and then got changed to an assault with a deadly weapon shooting. This is going to be on Postal Way in Vista. We're about a mile and a half from the scene. They did dispatch the fire department to a gunshot injuries call at the location. So right now we're on the 78 headed in that direction.
LS response.
And background coming.
Squad 162.
Use the right lane to take exit 7 onto Civic Center Drive.
It's reported that the vehicle sounds like it fled, a red Cadillac. This may have all started with an argument.
Take the exit, then turn right onto Civic Center Drive towards Civic Center. At the light, use the right lane to turn onto Civic Center Drive towards Civic Center. Turn right.
There's a sheriff unit. Not sure what they're doing. Oh. All right. Should be there shortly.
Go past this light. Then at the next one, turn right.
The vehicle is a red Chevy Impala, and they left eastbound on Postal towards South Santa Fe.
Okay, so it sounds like
Impala eastbound on Postal towards Santa Fe.
they're now saying it's a red Chevy Impala that fled, not a red Cadillac. Fled eastbound on Postal towards South Santa Fe. Right now we're on Civic Center, so that would be if we turned right on Postal Way, which we're actually going to do.
45 below.
At the light, turn right onto Postal Way. Then the destination is
The
on your
vehicle
left.
involved in the 245 will actually be a red Chevy Impala with a partial plate starting 8 Charles George Ida.
Oh, there we
He
go.
was last seen eastbound on
This is
Postal
a
towards Santa
Pretty
Fe,
sizable
like Highway
scene. It looks like we
388.
still have the ambulance here.
Message, Ashley.
All right. Let's see.
DLL update Baptist though.
We're probably gonna go to this parking lot.
Your red Chevy Impala plate starting with A Charles George Ida, left eastbound towards Santa Fe and Vista.
The destination is on your left. Dirty deeds done, dirt cheap, junk removal,
I don't know
and more.
why that address shows up as that, but I guess there must be a business registered with the address.
Arrived.
All right, let's try to find a parking spot here. We do have the ambulance still there. We're just gonna pull in here. Okay. Oh, got a deputy running right there with caution or crime scene tape. All right, I'm gonna hook you guys up to the camera so you can get a view too, but let me just get it set up. I'll be right back.
RA-126, this is Palomar 2050. We are open for a major trauma. All right, we copy that. Just give me a quick rundown. We have a male, sounds like late 20s, 6 GSW to the chest. We'll get back to full report. We're loading up right now. Okay, copy that.
All right, guys. I'm gonna get you hooked up to the camera here. This is the first time I've done this, hooking up to the camera, so bear with me if it's a little shaky for a second. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, it is. Hopefully you guys watching the stream have a good view. The light on my camera is kind of reflecting at the screen, so I can't really see any comments. just getting a few various shots here. That's why I'm not as talkative. They may be bringing a victim. Again, if you're just joining the stream, guys, we have a reported shooting in Vista. As you may have just seen, they loaded somebody into that ambulance that's backing out right now. If I'm not as talkative, I'm just gathering a few shots, focusing on that for now, and I'll give you guys an update in just a second. Okay, now that the ambulance is gone, might calm down a little bit here, but just if you're tuning in just now, we're at the 900 block of Postal Way in Vista. First came in as a shooting into an inhabited dwelling, then changed to an assault with a deadly weapon shooting. Apparently there was a victim that we just saw transported. You can see a number of sheriff units here, and the fire department's leaving, I guess, now that they have the victim transported. Looks like there's at least 10 sheriff units here. Vista shooting.
Of course, but anything else?
I just saw the guy get loaded into the ambulance. I'm not sure what his condition is right now, but it sounds like the people fled in a red Impala. So if you see one.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, we have GSWs to the left interior and to the one to the right interior and left 2/3 as well.
Hello to everybody watching the stream. Thank you for doing so. I'm just going to relocate here real quick, and then I can give you a quick update.
Number 2022-00001.
Let me just... Alright. Seems like there's a row of cars there now that are kind of spectators. Go over here. Okay, so as far as an update, we are in the city of Vista right now. 900 block of Postal Way, that's in between Civic Center Drive and South Santa Fe Avenue. Maybe I could park at an angle to keep an eye on the scene. This parking lot's like empty, so we'll just do that. Came in as a shooting into an inhabited dwelling, and now it looks like they took a victim away. Not sure what the victim's condition is at this point. They might be doing the report.
Above his left eye, little abrasion on it.
If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the stream. I'll keep an eye on the chat. Looks like we got a deputy investigating that.
Again, 10 minutes dead.
Okay, copy that. We'll get the team ready now, and we'll see you guys in the trauma bay if anything changes. New developments, new discoveries upon assessment, just recontact me, and we can go ahead and clear for the time being at 2100.
Sounds as though the person was taken to Palomar Medical Center in Escondido, which is probably the nearest trauma center to here. Hello, Evergreen. Hi, Christy. How are you? That's a new name. Thank you for joining.
Also did advise him of the hypertension that he had. He said he is aware of that.
Ambulance is running code, which is bad, meaning the gunshot wound is critical. Prayers for the victim. I second that. That's actually a good observation. I didn't even think about that. This is the point where I kind of go over the footage and see what I actually filmed in those few minutes there. So right now I'm just working on getting the footage on my computer. I will keep an eye on the chat though. Person needs to turn their headlights on. So I guess you're getting a kind of behind the scenes look as to how this works. So if you're here since the beginning, I was in San Marcos and I heard the call go out and I drove over here. It took me about 8 minutes or so. I was not too far away. I was right off of the 78, so I just took that straight shot over here. And Now I'm just going through the footage, and you will be able to see it on Instagram. If anybody was watching that's still in here in the stream, if anybody was watching when I was filming, I noticed it might look a little shaky on the phone, so if you could potentially give me some feedback as to how that all looked, I'd appreciate it. That was my first time really using the camera mount at a scene, so. This all happened very fast. Daniel, what got you into this full time? Right now I'm actually not doing this full time, but I certainly do spend a lot of time doing it. But I started a Twitter just kind of as a hobby when I was like 17, still in high school, and built up a following there to about 500 followers. And then I eventually got the attention of a few people and joined a company that does this. And I've essentially been with that company ever since. There was a little change in, not the name of the company, but I guess an addition, you could say. And I'm with Sitio TV now. So proud to be with them. And that's where this footage will be going shortly, as well as on my social media platforms, as you know. So right now we're just getting the footage all cut down, and then we will upload it. This happened outside of the Grande, or maybe inside the Grande Vista apartment complex in Vista, if you're familiar with the area. They clearly have the road blocked off. That sheriff cruiser you see there has the road blocked off. You can even see a deputy investigating with his flashlight, his or her. I can't see. Looks like we're just about ready to send this. All right. Okay. Thank you to whoever has tuned in to this stream. I appreciate it. That's how fast these things go. 20 minutes ago, I don't even think I was hearing about this call. And now we're just kind of keeping an eye on the scene. Ooh, don't back into that car. Can be a little weird when you're forced to turn around all of a sudden. All right. It wasn't shaking after you put the phone on the mount. The view was good, just harder to see because of all the different lights from the ambulance and sheriff cruiser. Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much, Evergreen. I appreciate that. I thought it looked shaky on my end, but if it didn't on your end, then that is good. I don't need to change anything. Is that Ramon is your name? Sorry, I'm a little far away. What happened is we have a shooting in Vista. It was reported as a shooting into an inhabited dwelling at first. So basically, someone fired shots into what would at this spot be an apartment, and then it got upgraded to having a reported victim. And we did see somebody get loaded into an ambulance. They were taken, I presume, to Palomar Medical Center. That's the nearest trauma center, and it sounded like they were in contact with that hospital. So at this point, the scene has kind of calmed down. It seems like they're shifting to the more investigative phase of this, and I am working on getting the footage sent out to my social media platforms, as well as sorry, that car just distracted me. So yeah, that's the update for now. Oh, the Cadillac, it was first reported as a red Cadillac that fled, then it was updated to a red Chevy Impala. It doesn't sound like anybody's in custody in relation to this, so if you happen to see a red Chevy Impala leaving this area, I know there's only 5 or 6 people in here, but it's definitely something of note. How do you get all the information and reports quick? I have a few scanners in here that I was listening to at the time. I was just staged in my car. If you guys tuned in earlier, I was staged in my car for like an hour and a half and live streaming and nothing happened. And then this time I just happened to go down into my car again and I heard this go off. So that might be kind of it as far as the stream goes. I'll keep it open for a few more minutes in case anybody has any questions or some new people come in and don't know what happened. But it's really all the information I have for you guys right now. I should probably turn off my headlights, actually. Sounds like Astria might be coming in here. We do have a helicopter. Okay, Astria is now over the scene. I don't know if you can hear them if I roll the windows down. I'm guessing you can hear that. So they have, if they start circling overhead, which I assume they will be, because they're very close to us, guessing they'll be looking for that red Chevy Impala in the area. I can see them above us now. Okay. Thank you to everybody who has given the stream a like. I appreciate it. Anybody who's viewed or anything of that sort, I appreciate it. Looks like we just had a couple people join, so yep, can hear Astria. Yeah, they're pretty loud up there. For those of you just joining, we're in the 900 block of Postal Way in Vista. Reported shooting. We did see somebody get loaded into an ambulance. It sounds as though they were taken to Palomar Medical Center in Escondido. Not sure on their condition. Red Chevy Impala was reported to have fled the area after the shooting, and this may have started with an argument. So that's all the key points we have right now. This is at the, I think it was the Grande Vista Apartments. Let's see. Yeah, Grande Vista Apartments in the 900 block of Postal Way in Vista. Alrighty, well, thank you guys for tuning in. I certainly appreciate it. This is the first time I've done a live stream on an actual incident, so I appreciate you guys bearing with me if there were any hiccups along the way. I think it went pretty smoothly, but certainly hoping the best for this victim here at this scene, and hopefully they can get an eye on those suspects sometime soon. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you on the next one. It'll certainly be sometime in the near future.